Meat bicycle!
Hello everybody, welcome back to another modded weapon guide here on Borderlands 2. Today we are back with a brand new weapon in tow to do a little review on. This one is actually called the Kitty today, and it is the first gun that we're going to be reviewing from a new modder called Akatharis. His section is here in the Borderlands 2 Github now, and quite a good selection of weapons in there already for us to get through, so we will be going through quite a few of his weapons. Now, as you can see, like I said, this is a modded assault rifle. I'm going to be testing it in Sawtooth Cauldron today, and just giving it a go against all of the enemies in here. So yeah, we're going to be giving it a good review, but as always, first we'll start out by showing you guys exactly where to get this weapon. So, as always, usual procedure, you can click on the link in the description, that'll take you straight there. But if you want to go and have a look at this new guys section, click on the Borderlands 2 mods on the Borderlands 2 community GitHub, and then fourth one down currently as I'm recording this, click on Akatharis, and you'll see that there's a few in there. We're going to be looking at the Kitty today, so we're going to click on that. That'll bring up the weapons information page, giving you all the information you need to know, which we'll be running through soon, as well as the code to actually execute this. Click on the Raw tab at the top right of the screen, right click, save as, and then save it into your Borderlands 2 binaries folder. Remember what you've saved it as, head into the game, open up the console commands, and then paste it right in there as well. And you'll see that it is nicely going to change the weapon, which is the Hail, the unique Vladov assault rifle, into the Kitty, which we have done right here. So this thing does have a unique firing pattern. I'll try and show you. You can just see the outline of it right there. It is actually a love heart. I will show you a couple more examples in this little screen at some point. But first of all, this is what the weapon looks like. As you can see right here, this thing is a blue and pink kind of skin on it, with absolutely covered in love hearts. It does have a little bit of a backstory to it. The red text does say, "For you, my love, I'll do anything. You're my dear." You, my dear, are my everything. So a bit mushy text right there, and this is just because this gun is dedicated to his girlfriend, which he wanted to do from making his first gun. So as you can see as well, we have got some movement speed increase as well, so we move much quicker than we did before, which is always quite good, especially for just general mobbing and stuff like that. It's always nice to have that extra movement speed. Quickly back to the firing pattern right now. You can see the burning effects afterwards, and the bullet shapes. It is actually a love heart right there. So let's go and continue to do some killing, and I will run through a few stat changes from this weapon. So carrying on from exactly where we left off in the opening episode, what am I saying, in the opening sequence, the intro, we're just running through the rest of Sawtooth Cauldron, so I'm going to head up to this section over here, and then just go down the bottom where, obviously, as you know, there is a hell of a lot more enemies, massively, probably the biggest mob area in the whole game, really. So yeah, it's not a bad weapon at all. It's not in any way massively overpowered against normal what we call trash mobs. You'll find that they do go down pretty easy, but you start to get some tough guys like gravediggers, things like that, armoured maniacs and stuff. It will be pretty tough. It does hold its own though, as you can see. It will take shields out pretty okay. This is the fire variant of the weapon, as you can see, and it's still doing pretty good, but things like that outlaw right there didn't even get a chance to do anything when I turned on him. Once the shields are off with marauders and things like that, they will go down pretty easily. You start to get things like electrified nomads and that, and you may need some aid of slag, as well as things like buzzards, which you'll obviously see soon, with a bit of slag on them, and they soon go down. So yeah, it's quite an overpowered weapon in a way, but not what you would class as a full OP one-shot machine kind of thing. So like I said, this Kitty replaces the Hail. A little bit of a thanks to 3 Pony for helping him fix the shitty code. This is his first gun, as I said, made for his girlfriend. He provides the Gib code in the GitHub notes section, so you can just paste that straight into Gib and get the recommended variant of this weapon for you to use. Always use the manufacturers, the modders' actual recommendations, because that is what will work best from what they've tested. So this is similar to Exotech's version of a weapon called the Sweetheart, but it's different enough so that it should be fine, but he's put that down there anyway just in case. So this weapon regains 2% of your max health per second as well, and it's got about 2% lifesteal on it. So obviously if you're just standing in an area with low health, no enemies shooting at you, things like that, you'll slowly get your health back. But also, the more enemies that you kill, the more that you shoot and take their health off, you will get it yourself. I would get a bit of slag down for that Juggernaut though. I don't know why I ran away into a corner right there, but yeah, this guy's going to be pretty tough to take down. So yeah, increased max health, increased lifesteal, decreased fire rate. It's slower than the actual hail itself, but it does have increased damage as well to compensate for that. So you're going to get less shots per second compared to the hail, but you will get more damage per shot, so it balances it out nicely there. It does take 4 projectiles per shot as well, but you do only use 1 bullet per shot, as you can see at the bottom right of the screen. It has an increased mag size, so you can see that we're currently sat at about 46, maybe 48 when we actually reload this. I'll check that in a second. Yes, 48 in total in your mag, which is a pretty good size actually for a slow firing assault rifle. So you're not going to be emptying your clip every 2 seconds and having to reload, which is always pretty good. Heart-shaped firing pattern, like I said in the beginning and I showed you, it also has 5 ammo regen per second, which is always very handy. Not massively necessary sometimes with assault rifles, because obviously you know assault rifles do have quite a good amount of actual ammo stocks anyway once you're full. Things like shotguns and that you can struggle with sometimes, because you've just, especially fast firing shotguns, things like that. Ammo for assault rifles isn't normally too bad, but any ammo regen on any weapon is always a good thing, as you will probably know. So yeah, there you go guys. That is the full review of the kitty made by Akatharis. Personally, I really enjoyed giving this a test out. Nice, fast-paced mob slaying weapon for sure. It was quite a lot of fun just being able to move quickly with this thing. Fire, although it is decreased fire rate, it still does fire pretty quickly. Not too overpowered, but still holds its own. So all round, pretty good balanced weapon, I'd say. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Really hope you enjoyed another modded weapon guide here on Borderlands 2. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.